the savanna belt is something like this, right? It has equatorial here. Savanna is spread across the equatorial, right? We'll come to it in some time. We'll see that, right? Right. Savanna should be in the central part, that is for sure. Let me give a hint. It actually depends on the elevation as well. My climatic regions also vary, not just latitudinally. There is the latitudinal distribution what we are talking, but it also varies altitudinally. Right? If I take the example of Himalayas, does Himalayas have equatorial type of climate? No. Does Himalayas have polar type of climate? Coniferous type of climate? We'll see it sometime. We'll see it sometime. Right? So it not just depends latitudinally, but it varies altitudinally as well. Right? So some part of Africa actually has an elevated landmass which experiences Mediterranean climate.
Sir, one
Yeah.
we said that the ocean and land will behave in opposite direction. Whenever there is a high pressure on land, there will be a low pressure on water.
Right.
So in case of in winter, the land will be much more colder than the water, is it?
Land will be comparatively colder. Yes.
So how do we say that there will be a high pressure formed on ocean?
The reason why we are saying this is more or less the water always has a lower temperature than the land. So because of this, over a period of time, the water has generated a high pressure. But it has not yet heated up, it has not yet generated a low pressure at all. Comparatively, yes. But then in terms of the annual temperatures, the temperatures of water is always cooler. Right? So my water remains high pressure throughout the year in the center. That is why we said there is high pressure in the center. Right?
Yeah, this will cause local winds, right? No, what he said is called that will cause
Local winds, right, at the boundaries. Local winds, there is something called as sea breeze, land breeze, right? But this remains throughout. That is why it is forming dash winds, permanent winds, right? They are not local winds, they are permanent winds. Northeast trades, southwest westerlies, they are there forever, right? They are permanent winds. And there's one more thing I wanted to ask. Okay, let me see if I recall anything. So this was my Mediterranean type of climate. What is why is this region famous for? Why is this region famous for? Mediterranean. They're called gardens of the world. A lot of citrus varieties of fruits are produced here. Right? Does it mean there is no summer rainfall at all in the entire Mediterranean region? There is some local precipitation, we read it somewhere. There is some local precipitation, localized precipitation, let me say localized precipitation somewhere in the Mediterranean region because of some winds. Let me give a clue. We said there's something called as hot, dry winds which originate from the tropical desert Sahara.
Hurricane.
What are the three winds which we saw? Kamsin, Harmattan. Which one of them blows towards Mediterranean? Actually, Neger also. There is one more name. It's called Sirocco. Sirocco? Right? What does Sirocco do? It blows from Sahara. Right? It passes over the Mediterranean Sea, picks up moisture, gives rainfall to the coastal part of Mediterranean region. Right? Sirocco. What did Kamsin do? Yes, it increased the temperatures in Libya and Egypt. Thus it was a bad effect inducing wind. What did Harmattan do?
Sulas.
It blew towards Nigeria. And what did it do in Nigeria? Nigeria is actually an equatorial type of climate, right? Thus there is lot of humidity in Nigeria. Lot of humidity. What does Harmattan do? Harmattan blew over Nigeria. Since it was a hot wind, it was able to pick up a lot of moisture out of Nigeria. Thus it reduced the humidity there. Right? That is why they were also called as doctor winds. That is why Harmattan in Nigeria is also called as doctor winds. Right? And Sirocco blows over Mediterranean Sea, gives rainfall to Mediterranean region. During which season? During the summers, right? So it gives some favorable respite during the summer season to only the coastal Mediterranean regions, right? Alright, so next we come to this. That type of climate is also called as the China type of climate. Right? It's called as the China type of climate. Or also referred to as the subtropical moist climate. Subtropical moist climate. Now, during which season does this particular region, the China type of climate, is experienced during which particular season? Is it during the winters or during the summers? During the winters or during the summers? Now, what happened to the northeastern trade winds during the winters? During the winters, let's say what happened during the winters? Did the anticyclone in the northern hemisphere come down or go up? Quite down. Because the sun has also shifted down, so the entire belt slowly shifts down, right? So what happened to northeast trade winds during the winters when the cell has shifted down? It is blowing to the lower region, it is blowing towards the monsoonal region, and when the cell shifts up, it is blowing towards the China type of region or this region, right? So, yeah, during the summers or during the winters, okay, let's say we are in the summers right now, right? This is my high pressure cell in the north, here. As and when the sun goes down, this high pressure cell also slowly shifts down, right? However, the winds going out from it remains the same. This is southwest westerlies, this is northeast trade. Now, when the cell has moved down, my northeast trade is no more blowing over this region, but it is also shifted down. My northeast trade is blowing here, right? My northeast trade is blowing here. Southwest westerlies are blowing here. Probably I'll draw it in a different colors so that. Okay. Say this was summers now, right? Let's say what happened during winters. I'll try to draw it in a dotted line so it will be able to differentiate. Let's see what happened during the winters. This is the high pressure, right? Now there are two winds blowing away out of the high pressure. One is blowing here, one is blowing here. Right? This is during the winters, this is during the summers. Now able to visualize? In the winters, where are the winds blowing? Towards dash and dash regions. There are two winds, one is northwest trade, one is southwest westerlies. In the winters, where is the northwest trade blowing? Towards which region? Monsoonal region. Agreed? How about the southwest westerlies in the winters? Mediterranean region. Now what happens during the summers? Where is my northeastern trade winds blowing? Northeast trade in the summers? China trade, right? Let's call it China for now, right? And what about my southwest westerlies? This region we have not yet given it a name, right? So we said, why did I put two crosses here?
It gets rainfall both the seasons.
Yes, it gets rainfall more or less even during the winters, even during the summers, right? How about this region? Rainfall only during winters. How about this region? Rainfall only during summers. How about this region? Both. We'll see what happens during both, right? Largely I say it is summer specific rainfall, right? It is summer specific rainfall. We'll take up India, then we'll be able to understand it better, right? Because India is a perfect example for monsoon. But there is, yes, winter precipitation as well. You can call it as both, but it is not well spread on both the seasons. It is not well spread in the summers. It is not, it is not so well spread in the winters as it is during the summers. But yes, it does receive rainfall during both, right? So, yeah, we will talk about the China type of climate. The China type of climate receives rainfall during dash summers through northeast trade wind, right? So, this China type of climate is also a perfect example for northeastern monsoonal rainfall, right? Even this is called as northeastern monsoonal rainfall. India receives monsoon from dash, China receives monsoon from dash. Which monsoon winds India receives it from? Southwest monsoons. China receives it from northeast monsoons. Right? India also receives rainfall from northeast. We'll see later why and how. Right? Right? Now, what is the other type of climate which is trending? It is called the European type of climate. Right? So just fill up the blanks. This is China type, which we saw. This is Mediterranean. This we just said it is called European. European. It's called European. Right? Right? So my European type of climate receives rainfall from dash winds. Dash winds blow over European type of climate. Southwestern westerlies. During which season? Summers. And during winters? During winters. Probably the rainfall is little less during the winters, but we can safely say European type of climate receives rainfall from southwest westerlies throughout the year. Right? It receives rainfall during the summers, it receives rainfall during the winters as well. precipitation in European type of climate, roughly 125 centimeters of rainfall. Did we speak about the precipitation in China type? The amount, roughly 150 centimeters.
Rainfall in Europe.
European?
Rainfall, available in Europe.
We said roughly around 125. Right? Now, later on when we take up oceanic currents and oceanography, we'll see that there is one particular, okay, let's say this is Atlantic. Let's say this is Atlantic. We've discussed little about oceanic currents. So at the equator there is a current called dash current. El Nino, La Nina, during which we discussed two names of equatorial currents in the Pacific. That was in the Pacific. So at the equatorial there is a current called the equatorial current, right? And at this boundary there is genesis of a warm current